If there has ever been a turning point in Ghana's gold industry, it's happening right now. In just the first 6 months of 2025, Ghana has earned over $5 billion from gold exports. That's more than what we made in all of 2024. And it's not over yet. By the end of July, Ghana expects to export about 60 metric tons of gold. That's a huge progress.
Within the short period that we have operated, first as PMMC and now as Gold Board, we've exported close to 50 tons of gold as we speak. And that is gold from just the small scale sector. And for the first time in Ghana's history, gold export from the small scale sector has exceeded gold exports from the large scale sector.
But while we celebrate this success, we also need to ask a serious question. What are we keeping for ourselves? In this report, we look at Ghana's rising gold numbers and ask the bigger question. If we are exporting all this gold, what are we saving? This particular news came from Sammy Gyamfi, the CEO of Ghana Gold Board. At a press conference in Accra, he said Ghana had already earned more than $5 billion in gold exports by the end of June 2025. Let's compare it to last year. In 2024, Ghana exported 66 tons of gold, making $4.6 billion. But this year, in just half of the time, we've already exported over 50 tons and passed the $5 billion mark. What made this possible? Well, new reforms under the Ghana Gold Board Act, also known as Act 1140, passed earlier this year. This new law gives the Ghana Gold Board full control over gold trading licenses. That means anyone trading in gold without Gold Board license is now doing it illegally. Old licenses, whether from the PMMC or the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, are no longer valid. In fact, this new system brings clarity and control to the gold trade. It's also attracting more foreign buyers and helping Ghana earn more money. In June alone, the Gold Board helped bring in $900 million in foreign currency. This money went straight to the Bank of Ghana. And with more foreign exchange, the central bank can better control the economy and keep the cedi stable, as we are witnessing. And that is a good thing.
When you see us launch or inaugurate a task force, don't say that, hey, who are these people? Yes, they will be in uniforms, not the regular uniforms that the military or police officers wear, but the civilian operatives who are national security operatives will be in their own uniforms. And on the 8th of July, the president himself will showcase that. But as part of the task force are also members of the military and members of the Ghana Police Service who will be deploying on a permanent and sustainable basis to all mining areas and gold trading areas to ensure that anybody trading in gold is compliant with the law. And if you are found culpable, you will not be spared. Nobody can call to make any intervention for us to leave you off the hook. We will make sure that we take you through the full rigors of the law. So, by way of summary, this is the short announcement that we have for our stakeholders. If you don't yet have a Gold Board license, make sure you have it. And don't say that I have applied for the license, I don't have the license, so because I have applied, I will continue to trade. You must wait and get a license before you trade. Because getting the license helps us to trace the entire value chain. We know who is buying what quantity. And therefore, if gold is being smuggled, we will know. And when you're buying the gold, the terms and conditions of the license mandates you to issue mandatorily the approved and official Gold Board receipts, which helps us to reconcile, what is going on in the gold trading space across the country and make sure that we are getting value for money as a country. The Gold Board has so far been a great blessing to Ghana, and there is no gain saying that. Within the short period that we have operated, first as PMMC and now as Gold Board, we've exported close to 50 tons of gold as we speak. And that is gold from just the small scale sector. And for the first time in Ghana's history, gold export from the small scale sector has exceeded gold exports from the large scale sector. showing clearly that the small scale sector is a very important and critical sector that, as the president said, if properly harnessed, can really help the development and the transformation we all seek for our beloved country. And that is why he has established the Ghana Gold Board. And so we will not let the people of Ghana down. When you hear that we have exported over 50 tons of gold, because this month alone we are doing almost 9 tons of gold, then you know that this month alone we've brought in nothing less than $900 million in forex for the Bank of Ghana. And so if the Bank of Ghana has enough forex liquidity for the market and for government obligations, and the CD is strong and stable, it is because of some of these things that the Gold Board is doing.
But again, let's ask the hard question. While we are exporting so much gold, how much are we keeping? Now, let's look at the facts. In 2024, Ghana exported 66 tons of gold. At the same time, our national gold reserves were 30.53 tons. Now, in the first quarter of 2025, our reserves have only gone up to 31.01 tons. That means an increase of less than 1 ton. Even though we have exported almost 50 tons already this year. That means we are keeping less than 2% of the gold we are producing. We export more but save less. So we should ask, what are the countries buying this gold from us doing with? Well, the answer is simple. They are keeping it in their own central banks because for them, gold is not just for profit. It is a safety net. Gold reserves work like national savings account. They protect the country during hard times, like when prices go up, when the currency loses value, or when there is a crisis in the global economy. Big countries know this secret very well. The United States holds over 8,000 metric tons of gold in its reserves. Germany has more than 3,300 tons. Even countries like India, Turkey, and Russia are adding more gold each and every year to their reserves because gold gives them power and financial security. Ghana is one of Africa's top gold producers, as we all know, but we are not saving enough of our own gold. We export gold to raise money now, but when global problems hit, we don't have enough reserves to protect our economy. That puts us in a weak position. So here is a simple solution. Let's pass a law that says at least 10% of all gold mined in the country must be saved in our national reserves. Even that small amount would make a big difference. Earning $5 billion in gold exports is a big win for Ghana and its economy. It means the new law is working. Gold Board is doing its job, but we must also think long term. Exporting gold helps us today, but saving gold protects our future. And in the end, the rare gold standard is not how we sell, but rather how much we keep. If we don't protect our own gold, then we are just digging for others' wealth while destroying our lands and future. And that is all for today's episode. If you found this report helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. And tell us in the comment section, should Ghana save more of its gold or exporting is the smarter choice? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Sheriff Haruna, and this is AS1 Report. Have a joyful life and see you in the next one. I'm Akrao.